Yeah, so now the thing is we can so now the thing is we'll start with the creating one interface, and then we will try to consume with the we will try to consume that interface, and then in a with a JSON, and then we will use that with NgFor. That's our motto right now. So we'll start like this. In the app I am going to create here one folder. So that folder name is some model or something. Models, just created a models folder. So in this I'm going to start one file. That file is some user.ts, right? User.ts. So yeah, and the thing is I'm going to start this interface. Export interface you can create either with your CLI commands, or you can create by just typing export interface likewise, right? So I just want to create here user, and then I just want to give first name, and then here I just want to give string, okay, and the last name I just want to give here string, and age I just want to give here number, and I'm going to give here address. In this address I just want to give city, and string, so city and string, it's a string, and state, okay, state it's a string, and street it is string, okay. So all this is my interface structure. So the first name, last name, and age, and address. In my address I'm going to have here so cities, name, state, and street, okay. This is my model, and I just want to create an component here. So for creating a component I can go ahead and then create here one folder, components folder, right? And in this components folder I just have here one is like user. This user again I'm going to have one more file here, okay. This users folder I'm just going to give a file here. So first I will go for the components. First I have to go for the app. src app, and I am going to go for components, and I am going to go for user, right? So here now if you see nothing is there, so we just want to start a component here, ng space g, and I am going to here generate ng space generate component. I am going to give here user. Okay, so we will be finding here user component, and now I can see here HTML and TS file and also spec file. So now I just want to mention some, constructor. I just want to give one JSON actually. So I am going to write this JSON inside constructor user, and I am going to give here dot user, and What do you here user, but this is for the user interface, right? This is how it is, variable, and it is something like interface, right? So this variable and this interface I just started, but still it is not available here. Why means we didn't import the interface here above, right? So we have to import that. So user from just want to give here right. So I just gave here your this path, then only that this this imported. So in the models I can able to what how this interface importing is. We have to come back up to the, we have to go back to two folders back, and we have to get this models, and then we have to get this user component. So then only this user is it will be enabled. Okay. And here just want to give here user, and here I am going to do here some constructor, this dot user, sorry. Okay. So now it's okay, I think. Now here I can use this dot user. Okay. And I am going to give here some object initializing. I am going to initializing this object. Okay. So here I am going to give first name, and I am going to give here some and then one more thing is last name. In this last name I am going to give here some last name, some Gopal or something, maybe. And I am going to give it age. For this age I am going to give some 25 or something. And address, in this address I want to mention the city. What are there? We have one is city, we have, and state I have. State I am going to give some K, and one more thing what we have is street. Okay. Okay. So likewise you can initialize one, you can assign one user to your interface, right? So this interface, whatever we are having here, user and user, this will be your interface, and that interface you have to import. If you are not importing, this won't get enabled, this won't get binded actually. So I am going to pass whatever the structure I have given here, the same structure, in the same way I want to pass the values. So I have given the values here. Suppose if I am misleading or something, then definitely it will go, it won't accept, it will go for some compilation errors, right? So we have to give the exact properties, and also these properties, whatever the age, last name and first name, whatever we are giving, right? So those values also should be same. It should align with the interface, whatever we are giving here. That's why this is a model. Whatever the model we are generating, the same model should get reflected when you are passing any values to that. Then only it will be accepted, it will accept actually. So okay, so we have created one variable here. Now we just want to call this app user. Okay, so before that I just want to give here npm start. Here I'm going to give some values. Here I'm going to call this user app user, whatever user component dot html, this one app user. So we are going to start here app user, and then we're going to import this app user here. Once I import that, for now we are finding user works, right? So I just gave the structure only, but I didn't bind these values. Okay. I just gave the structure, but in HTML I have to bind these values. If I am not binding, this won't get reflected to the front end. The current value what is binding here is in this, not here, in this user HTML is like only user works. So I am going to start one new div here, right? Like div, and I am going to give some style for this, and then here I am going to give some background color, or some background color, some thing, and then I am going to give width also. So width I am going to give some 500 pixel or something, and height also I am going to give here some 500 pixel, right? So yeah, now you can, this is, I can able to go for one header tag, and here I can mention this is for interface with binding NgFor, right? So now you can see here one interface with NgFor, right? So with this what I am going to do is, I just want to iterate whatever I am having this object with me. I just want to iterate these values to my front end, right? So for that I can do like this. Go to your HTML, and here you can pass some h3, and I am going to give here user dot some first name, right? User dot first name. I just want to bind that with string interpolation, and I just want to give one more is last name, user dot last name, right? So once I give these values here, I think I just want to give one more interpolation. I have to reduce here. Okay. Okay. So you can see the first name value here actually. Yeah. Okay. And this is the first one, that RAM what we give, and one more thing I'm going to pass, that is the last name. What is my last name? Gopal was my last name, right? Okay. So you can see Gopal also came here. So I just want to give here the address. Okay. So to give the address, I am going for the unordered list UL, and here I am listing one is like age. So I just want to uh, give here user dot age. Okay, I just want to give here user dot age, and then I just want to give here address, and this address, and in this address I just go for this user dot address, address address dot city, right? This is my thing. So if you go and check whether the path is correct, I just went for user, and I just went for address, and I just went for city. Okay, so likewise I just want to check whether that is compiled here or not. Okay, so you can able to see the address also, and you can able to check like other, what is the other one, other ones we have street, right? Yeah, please go for mute, somebody. So here I just, in the address, after the address I want to iterate for the street, right? So street, and see, here I am going to give here user dot address address dot street. Okay, this is my street. Okay, and one more thing is like, I just want to go for the third one. It is state. State is also I have, right? So I can go for state here. So I just can give here, instead of the street I can give here state, right? So I just binded all these things. So just string interpolation, so I should see all these values in my front end. This is about only the one-way binding, like we have binded for only for the only with string interpolation. So how can I bind within multiple values? Let us think I am going to have more than one entry. More than one entry I am going to have here. So at this point of time, how can we iterate? So you cannot iterate if it is an object, right? So you can iterate with array. That's why I am mentioning that with an array, and I just want to give here one more object here, and this object. Okay, so it's like an users, it's a users one. So in this users I just want to give a same kind of, so here I am giving some Raj, Ratan, Tashi, and your particular, right? So here one alignment is there. Add user, and I'm going to give here users. This is for a different one for users, and here I'm going to pass users actually, but users, but it is an array. Okay, but it is an array. So likewise you can make here one entry, and then we can give that value to the front end. Okay, so we can go ahead and then pass here this HTML. We can give like NgFor. Here it's like this. Yeah, the first one. Page. Here it's like a UL. I'm going to use UL, and I am going to pass one li star NgFor. I am going to give here unknown caller. Let user of users. So if I am giving this value here, and I am passing this h1 h2 to this, right? I'm passing this, and I am going to comment this one for now. Yeah. So Raj and Rishi, right? This is how it will be generating, and also if you want to put all, you can also put all these values, whatever the names, whatever we are having, these values you can mention here. li and city. It is, it's not user, it is users, and here also it's like users, right? This is users, that's why it was failing. Here I am giving here ages, users, 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 users. Okay, so user.html, user dot city, user get user of users. So this user will be our, sorry, this is correct only. The value whatever we are having here, that is the one that is reflecting, right? I am wrong. Okay, so yeah, we can give all these values in H. Okay, so it will be like this, li, li, and then I am going to give here some h6. First I will pass this age alone. So you can see here age, value age, and likewise you can give the remaining here, like on this li you can convert it to some h6 or something. Okay, and here I can give here h6, 6, and I am giving here one more 6. So So here want to change user user. Yeah, that's how you can iterate and then get the values of an object. Then NgFor. Okay. Yeah, that's about today's class. Can interface value you can able to change height here, some kind of 800 pixel or something. Yeah, likewise you can iterate and get the values to the front end with NgFor and interface example. So yeah, I will share a recording session with you people of yesterday's. You can go through that class if you people didn't join yesterday. Okay, so it's like this. So the thing is like first we start the plot. Yeah. Do share this. Okay. Yeah, I have shared the link with you people. Yeah, there are few people who are knowing from basics. That's why I just told one more time this ng bindings and all. So people can go ahead and then check that link and then check for the previous class. Uh, are you people having any doubts? You can speak yes or no or something.